Sailing into Westport Harbor is a small wooden vessel with a history that reaches back more than 4 centuries. This is the Fuller Shallop, a 33-foot sailing and rowing vessel operated by Plimoth Patuxet Museums. It is a reproduction of the type of boat carried aboard the original Mayflower during its voyage across the Atlantic in 1620. Once the Mayflower reached the coast of New England, a shallop like this one was used as a tender, carrying people and supplies between ship and shore, and helping explore an unfamiliar coastline. The vessel seen here has its own history as well. It was designed by naval architect William Avery Baker, who also created the plans for Mayflower II, and was built in Plymouth in 1957. When Mayflower II completed her famous voyage from England and arrived in Plymouth Harbor that June, the shallop carried Captain Allen Villiers and members of his crew ashore, where thousands of people were waiting to welcome them. More than 60 years later, the boat underwent a major restoration at Lowe's Boat Shop in Amesbury, Massachusetts. In 2021, it was relaunched and rechristened the Fuller Shallop, honoring Samuel Fuller, a Mayflower passenger and deacon in the Pilgrim's Church. In August of 2026, the Fuller Shallop left its usual berth beside Mayflower II in Plymouth for a special voyage along the south coast and islands. The trip, called Blockade Runners, was organized as part of the Revolution 250 commemoration and honored the maritime legacy of Captain Paul Cuffe. Cuffe was born on Cuttyhunk in 1759 and later lived in the old Dartmouth area. A Black and Wampanoag mariner, he sailed these waters during the Revolutionary War, when the British blockade left Nantucket isolated and short of supplies. Cuffe and other local sailors carried food and necessities between the mainland and the island while navigating the dangers of the British blockade. That history brought the Fuller Shallop to Westport. On August 14th, the vessel entered the Westport River, accompanied by the restored wooden boat William Underwood. It then spent the weekend at Westport Point, where visitors could see the shallop up close and meet members of its crew before the voyage continued along the south coast and toward Nantucket. More than 400 years after the original Mayflower crossed the Atlantic, the sight of this small wooden boat under sail is a reminder that some of New England's maritime history was written not only aboard great ships, but in small vessels navigating the rivers, harbors, and open water between them.